Okay, so as I said, it's suppression of enemy air defense. Sort you this.
Yep.
We'll depart Coningsby active runway. We're going to route direct to. Let me figure out. Cause we're going to have to use a radar corridor. But then I don't want to be too high. No, we're going to simulate a below radar flight. So we need to be below 500 feet radar the whole flight.
AFM.
So we'll just route low level to Welshpool. We're going to aim for the Mach loop and see what we can find around there. We'll use self-protect mode if we can. There's a couple of active SAMs over the North Wales sector. We should only pick up one at a time. They should be far enough away from each other to not bother with each other too much.
Sure.
So we'll aim for the Mach loop and see what we get. How we go. Loadout. Your loadout's gonna be you're gonna have Iris T's, AIM 120.
Oh, we're doing AIM 120s, yeah?
Oh no, sorry, harms. Yeah, Iris T's, harms, external fuel, AIM 120 center line. Sorry, no, AIM 120. No, Meteors 8 and 9, and 5 and 6.
Yep.
Centerline fuel pod as well, and then mirror that.
What we having at Station 10 again, sorry?
Station 10's empty and Station 4's empty.
Okay, cool. So you're just basically taking air to air in the harms.
Yeah, air to air, full max fuel and harms.
Sure.
About just over £47,000. Now I'll be flight lead for this, but that doesn't mean you're going to be following me the whole time. That makes sense.
Yep.
We can switch it around as we go.
I'm just gonna go boys in quickly.
Alright. Our standard bingos.
Yeah, sure, mate, got that. Come on back.
Cool. Razor 1 started, and if you taxi first, we'll take off. Formation takeoff. You have the lead. I got runway 7 for takeoff. We'll have a left-hand turnout direct Welsh pull. Remain lower than 500 radar the whole flight. If we do pop above it, we'll just get back under it as quick as possible, just as a precaution. Once airborne, consider any ground threats as hostile. So once airborne, you're in op mode. No safe area.
3 copies, 3 starting engines.
Okay. No need for performance takeoff.
Affirm.
We've got plenty of fuel, but we'll see what time we're looking at. And we might head to Valley for a couple of circuits or something, and then route direct back after. But we'll concentrate on the seed task initially.
Cool, copy.
What we can do, if you want, we can carry. Can we? Does that keep us underweight? Yeah, it keeps us underweight on takeoff. Carry a couple of GBU 31s as well, because then we can finish off the SAM sites. So we'll take out the radars with harms and be able to get inbound and finish them off.
3 copies, 3 starting taxi to runway 07.
Roger. One's following.
3.
We'll have a decent speed for transit, around 450, 500 tops.
Sure, so which general heading do you want me to go to after departure?
Welsh Pool. Left turn to Welsh Pool.
Copy.
Whiskey Papa Lima, NDB, will be alright.
So repeat, Whiskey Papa India, so just
Lima, Welsh Pool.
Oh, sorry, Whiskey Lima Papa.
Whiskey Papa Lima.
Yeah, that one.
Yeah, you'll get it.
Yep, set.
Cool.
Razor 3 lining up runway 07 right hand sides.
Shame no one else is on.
Yeah. I'm not complaining, at least I'm on and I connected first time.
Yeah.
Freezing position, brakes on.
One's in position, brakes on.
Cool. On my mark, release brakes and power to full mill pedal.
Roger.
Brakes off now. Power up in 3, 2, 1. Mark. Please rolling.
Set. 1.
One 100.
Check.
One 160s near to 15. Airborne.
1, 0.
Yeah. Starting left hand turn now.
Roger, why have we climbed?
Oh yes, sorry, pardon me.
Thanks.
Thank you for reminding me.
What's power set to now?
Power set 90 currently.
Roger. Speed check.
Speed checks 385 climbing slightly.
We'll say below 1,000 feet radar until we get to Wales, and then it's 500 feet. So 1,000 feet transit.
Okay, cool. Maintain 1,000.
Just radar, yeah.
Yeah. I'll keep speed stable at 400 for now.
Cool.
Pulling a bit more G. Finding about there, aren't I? Fucking Typhoon, not a Cessna.
Doing a standard rate turn, 2-minute turn.
Leveling off to 5.5.
Roger. Speed check.
Speed checks 400.
Roger. What radar altimeter you got right now?
1100. I'm just dropping back down.
Power?
Power's 8.8.
Yeah, roger.
ETA 16 minutes.
Copy.
So how do we do self-protect mode? Is it just literally arm and fire?
I've got ECM on. Self-protect mode. What should happen is it'll select the closest target on your DAS. The most it prioritises the threat.
Okay. Yeah, ECM on.
So we're ECM on, we're in auto, AGM self-protect selected, safe.
Free copy.
Bit of Wado. Jesus, how far north did we come on that turn?
Yeah, I know.
I'm going to remain battle spread.
Yep, 3.
So what should happen in self-protect mode is your aircraft should automatically prioritise the threats, and it should, you know how we select something in the distance so it goes in the right direction before it catches the tracking?
Yes.
It's basically doing that for us. It should do that for us. Now whether that does that on the descent, I don't know whether that displays it on the defensive aid suite or if it displays it on the radar, but I've got the defensive aid suite up so that I can see if it's in the right direction, sort of thing.
Yeah,
what would be helpful on the DAS is a range,
oh,
unless they are range rings. I'll have to have a read of the manual. They might be range rings, but I don't know. Bumpy, innit?
Yeah, I was just about to say that myself.
Did you get any decent footage off that sortie? Did you watch that sortie video?
I've watched a bit of it, I haven't watched it all yet.
Oh, right. You watched the formation landing?
Yeah.
Like it?
Ours was better because we touched down a lot closer together.
Yeah. No, that's the sortie I sent. The one we landed together.
Oh yeah, that's the one I've got on the video
Yeah.
currently.
No, I'm on about the one we did the other day.
Yeah, with Connor.
Yeah. I formation landed with you.
Yeah, no, I haven't got that far into the video.
Oh, okay.
I mean, of course, if it looks better, then I'll obviously replace it with.
I don't know.
Center tank empty. Center
Tank's
tank
gone. Empty.
Copy. What's your fuel state?
We're at 6.6.
Copy. 6.7.
I've set bingos standard 2.5, going down 5 each time.
Yep, same.
So you can always use
81 miles, 12 minutes, 10 seconds.
Yeah, roger. A little bit slower than you, so I'm trying to make sure I stay behind.
Yeah, I've left it at 8.8 and it's staying stable around 3.95.
Yeah. Push it to 90 if you want, and get us up to 450 roughly. Just because we're a bit heavy, so the manoeuvring speed's higher for this thing. If we do have to manoeuvre drastically. Roger, 90 set. Just because if you have to suddenly pull, you want a bit more speed because we're heavy with bombs.
Yeah.
If it comes to it, we can once we've released stores, if we're struggling on fuel, we can save some by dropping all externals. But oh, what's this? We're going over an airfield.
I think we are, we?
What airfield's that? What is that?
Echo Golf November Alpha.
Hackney. Strange little airfield that. Yeah, I'm getting roughly 430 knots out of it. It's slowly increasing a bit, but
3 center tank empty.
copied. Yeah, I use blips of afterburner to stay with you on the takeoff. Just
Okay,
to
well.
keep it close.
Do you know what the one thing that would have been nice actually?
What's that?
Now obviously where you still got these different stages of afterburner, add an arrow for which add an extra arrow for what stage you're in. So obviously if you've got 2 hours up, you know you're in afterburner first stage.
Yeah.
But other than that, I do like the idea when you do know when you're hitting into the burners.
Yeah, without having to look at your panel.
Yeah.
It's got a bit smoother now. Yeah, it's got a lot smoother. Maybe we went through a thermal or something. Okay, we're getting closer to Wales, aren't we? I've dropped down anyway. I'm flying below 500 radar. It's not much below you, to be honest.
Yeah.
Just got to watch. We're in a little bit of a rolly area. Obviously, if you're flying 500 radar on the peaks, you're going to be flying like 600 radar as you go over the valleys. So it's not too bad. You're looking.
Yeah.
You still need to be safely over the peaks, and you can't just keep climbing, descending. It's a waste of energy.
Exactly.
I do love Orbix though. Like even these hills we're going over now, you can see just the small hills that aren't hills.
Yeah.
They're more just rolling land.
No, it's stunning, isn't it?
If we're on the ground though, that'd be a cunt to walk up, I bet. Even these small hills, but it's the right trekking area. we've just passed. Where's that? Yeah, we've just passed Derby, East Midlands, all that. We're starting to come into. We're just going past Stoke-on-Trent to the north.
The joys of flying, eh? How quickly you can get to places.
Yeah. How's your virtual address space?
What?
How's your VAS?
Best is good. It's never an issue with me on Fsx.
Mine's 106.
I did try to attempt the other day a 12-hour flight from Mauritius to Heathrow in a 777 and do it overnight, and I woke up to out of memory, and I was like, ah.
Yeah. Oh, I figured out why I was getting such killer frames and stuff, and really shitty loading of scenery as I got near Innsbruck.
Oh, yeah.
Because on the approach you're coming over Germany, and the Orbix Germany add-ons, north and south, they actually alter some of the major airports as well. Because I was having an issue in Fsx where I was running out of memory on like the Germany-Swiss border as I was passing, and I've managed to figure out that's what it was, because I removed that and I get nowhere. I don't get the same dip. I get a lot less dip. Well, I don't get any dip. It's just constant. So I've uninstalled it from Fsx for a start, because there's no point in having it because we don't really use it anyway. But I'll see with P3D version 4. It all depends. Once I've got the new Aerosoft Airbus, once that's out, and then I can start testing with that. That's when I know what I need to do, what I need to drop, or what I can do.
Yeah.
You know your way to the Mach loop from Welshpool?
Nope.
God's sake, why does no one know their way? Alright. You got plan G open?
Nope.
Okay. Once we get to Welshpool, then I'll overtake.
Okay.
Well, I'll remain this speed, you just drop back. I'm not far behind you.
Yeah, visual.
Come right 10 degrees.
Oh, right, so it is.
So I will fly over Shawbury. They don't see things that go more than 130 knots usually. It does annoy me that the speed brake's not proportional.
Yeah, I know.
I get in the F-35 it's because it's automatic, but in the Typhoon, do they is it the same though? Can they only deploy it fully, or is it also linked to the airspeed?
Maybe a Nigel question.
Yeah. Well, I can ask Dino. He'll probably know. Okay, start your drop back. Just gentle, right? I'll stick it. Oh, I'm at 91. I'll probably overtake you anyway shortly. Yeah, speed back up. I'm at 435-ish.
Yeah, I'm 425.
Oh. Yeah, I'll pass on your left gently.
Yeah, visual.
Roger. After Shawbury, it's going to be a left correction by about 20 degrees.
Copy.
Is this Shawbury? No, what's that? See the hangars?
Yes, it hangs.
Some kind of greenhouse or something. That's not an airfield. Oh, unless it's the disused that I'm seeing passing my left wing. Must be, yeah. Because I got a disused on my plan G. There's quite a few disused around here. We'll go past another one. That'll be interesting. See if we see anything. That's Orbix doing its job, I guess. They've got things even on disused airfields where they're supposed to be. On the left, another disused. Yeah, there, see? Disused is there. Left turn now. Welsh ball. Just go pause a sec. I just want to look on my map, make sure I haven't done something wrong. Pausing now.
Okay.
That's cool. I didn't make a movie. Continuing. You see me still, yeah?
Yep.
When we get a bit closer, we'll try and do a pop-up attack.
Roger. Speed check.
420. Welsh ball over there. It's pretty much this road in front of us, following it all the way to the Mach loop now.
Okay.
I've placed the sounder in such a way we may not even get a threat. Because we're so low and there's quite a bit of terrain around here that's masking us.
Fair enough.
Which is fine. If we don't get a threat, we don't get a threat. Just continue with our sortie. Right followed by left. It's just the way the road goes. I'm not adjusting throttle, by the way, I'm just flying off the same throttle. So you shouldn't have too much throttle adjustment. Left, left, left. Oh, that'll be that video Joe's sending, that'll definitely be the departure because it's landing here in about 20 minutes. Right, right, right. Sorry, just following the road. There you go. Should go pretty straight from here into Mach Loop caravan site. Speed's down to 360. It's coming up though.
Copy.
Okay, rules of engagement. Any ground threats, credible target. On detection of any threat, you're cleared to go autonomous. Report braking.
Free copy.
Okay, we've got about 10 miles this heading, and then we'll be into the Mach Loop. Just going to pause now. I'm not actually pausing, I'm just going into the map to look at it. Yeah, that's cool. I'm paused. Speed's 390 coming up. Bar check 1025.
1025.
And low level checks is fuel, airframe secure, lights set, and weapons are currently safe. Mach loop 20 seconds. And first turn's a right hand turn followed by the left. You should recognise it once you get there. Right turns ahead. Going to maintain throttle. Should be fine.
But you're 901 still.
Right turn. 90. Switch to left. Left turn. We're in. Setting throttle to 9.5. Just the drag that we've got for everything we're carrying. It'll bring the speed back a bit quick when after manoeuvres. Uphill. That's a left turn. Overbank sighted. At least the second time around texture will be loaded. Overbank. How far behind me? And left.
How far?
Okay. I'm on the long leg. Oh, I'm going to climb, see if I can even get a warning. Climbing out on the long leg.
Right. Maintaining throttles.
Nathan. Just want to test the self-protect. I want to make sure it does actually do what it says. Right turn 080. And continuing the climb.
I'm being picked up.
And we have threat
Wing
and
tank
auto
center.
and arm.
Wing tank
One
center.
away. Oh no, we need to be facing it. Hang on, stand by. Turn into face, turn into face. One away. Safe. And avoiding missile in the air.
Do you want me to launch one?
You can if you want.
3, 1 away.
Just getting low to avoid missile.
Three's gone defensive.
Roger. No longer got missile warning now.
Correct.
It's because it's a radar guided missile, isn't it? From the SAM site, isn't it? Or does it? I don't really know.
No, it's radar guided.
Yeah. Let's go see if it's killed anything, shall we? Yeah, down. Splash. I see fire anyway. Yeah, self-protect works well.
Sweet.
Switching to JDAM for target selection. Target of opportunity. Let's have a look what's left. I'll let you do the next one. Yeah, self-protect mode works well. As soon as you get the threat, it selects it as a target. You still have to be facing it and all that to kill it though. The usual. But yeah. It doesn't select the exact location, but it selects a roundabout that does the job. And we are designated.
Freeze ring tanks emptied.
Say again?
Freeze ring tanks empty.
Yeah, Roger, we were a minute ago. Should we go tanks released or what?
Up to you, mate.
I don't really care. It's not realistic to release the tanks, to be honest.
No, you do it in dogfighting situations, wouldn't you?
Yeah, they'd do it in a situation that they that would benefit them, but it's not really going to benefit us.
Yeah.
The cost of a drop tank versus the fuel saved. Inbound hot.
3 copies. Please turn it inbounds.
One away. Safe, pulling off. Watching for the splash. 90. I'll go over 90 throttle now because I've dropped a bit of weight. Do the Mach loop. We'll go back to Mach loop. Do that a couple of times, then start heading north.
Copy.
Going for a splash. Splash. Yeah, that's gone.
1 away.
Oh, you launching you?
I did. Well, did you take out the whole site?
Don't know. Give it more. We'll see. We'll turn around for a BDA. I'll come in for a BDA, so after yours is hit, I'll be able to see. I'm pretty
Thanks,
sure.
Josh.
I haven't seen yours yet. I have now. Yours went slightly longer where my target was, but that's fine. Have your visual. I'm above and right, opposite direction. Do you have me? Oh no, you're in a left turn. Keep your left turn. You'll get me. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that whole SAM site's gone. Yeah,
Visual on you.
she's a gunner. Roger, I'm in a right turn now. Throttle's at
Put it on your
90.
left hand.
Throttle's at 90. We're looking for it. There's a main road just to the north of us. It'll lead us back to the Mach loop. We'll be able to enter it on the long stretch. Found it. Have the road. Switching back to harm, self-protect. And we're safe. Oh no, wrong road. Someone. I'm finding our way here. Maintain low level. See, on that launch, I got launched at because I wasn't facing target. In the time it took me to then realise I had a target, turn to target, release, I had to start diving straight away to try and break the lock of the SAM that was inbound to myself.
Oh yes.
But the self-protect mode's good, but it only works when once you've had a defensive signal. So until you've had that signal, which means you're then in range of the SAM tracking you, you won't be able to fire on it. It's good for pop-up attacks, but if you know the location of the SAM, you'd launch it in pre-planned mode at maximum range, so you'd be nowhere near the SAM when you launched it, but as it got en route, it would get the radar lock and go for the SAM.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, it's good for it says self-protect mode. But
That's
ideally,
exactly what it says on the
if you start getting tracked, you want to lose that tracking. Take a note of where it was, lose it by diving down, terrain masking, and then climb back up in the direction ready to fire.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because unless you're like we are, already in self-protect mode and expecting something, you wouldn't be flying around with the harm selected. I know you're in safe, but you're still one step closer to firing than you should be just flying around. But what's funny now is mine is still targeting that same SAM site currently, because obviously it stays on the last one. So
Yeah.
until we pick anything else up, it'll maintain that target. Okay, you got me visual. Cool. Couple of times around the map loop while it's still light. It's not like we've been up long. 37 minutes. I'm going to probably jump off. I'm all sorted for work tomorrow now. That's why I was like 10 minutes late. I was sorting myself out for work so that I didn't have to do it in a minute. So I can get off. I can get off at 10, have a shave and go to bed. Fucking hate working days. Left turn, go. I was slightly more violent than I needed to be. So actually, there's a lot of room for manoeuvre most of the way around. You don't really need to manoeuvre aggressively.
Yeah.
Because you don't go through here that fast. They go through here between 400 and 500 knots, because much faster, and you start pulling too much G trying to get around the corners. We'll do the next one as a high speed. We'll set like 95 power. I don't know how yours is keeping the speed. Mine's doing it quite well. On 90. But that's because we've just, I've released a hot and a GBE. So the weight and drag profile is improved. Overbank sighted. Right, on this, straight after the overbank, can you overtake me before the left turn? Then I'll follow you round for one.
Nice one.
What?
I don't even know my way around, mate.
How do you not know? You've flown this loads of times with me.
Yeah, but I still get lost.
Do you not? I mean, I know it visually. I'm not even looking at my map to go around. Right. Stay with me close. Try and... I mean, it's not a long route. Ah, okay. Do you want to know how to do it without or not?
Not really.
Okay, fine.
It's not something I go and do if I'm on my own.
Oh, in that case, overtake me on the long leg and I'll direct you round it. But we don't do the last few turns here. You do this turn, and then you pretty much do a slight turn here, and then you're right and straight over here. Because all these little turns that we're now going over, they're impossible to make. You can't make it. It's dangerous to try and make them. It's too windy, too close. Okay, we're going to go 95. Overtake me on the left turn. I'm going to start a wide left turn. I'll rejoin you. Let me know when you pass me.
I think I passed you.
Roger. Have you visual? Turning on a long leg. You lights on, yeah?
Yeah.
Cool. Yeah, so straight down here, you see the river?
Yep.
Pretty much follow the river. I'll let you know. It's basically at the end here, you follow it, you go left into the valley that goes left.
Okay.
So if you can go a bit lower, it's easier for me to instruct you through, because you'll be able to tell where the valleys are easier. So yeah, it's left round here, left, left, left. See where the river's still going? Sort of winding?
Yep.
Yeah, keep going there. Okay, so see the hill that's directly in front of us, slightly right maybe. Opposite
Yeah.
that, left. No, where are you going?
I thought you just came.
No, I'm not telling you to go right. I'm telling you where the hill is.
Oh yeah, see it.
Right, left this turn now, left. So we would have come from to the right, like 90 degrees approach to before we turned into this valley. We would have come from 90 degrees on the right.
Okay.
You can pretty much tell where to go here because the road's there. So yeah, it's round here, up left, and where are you going?
We're in the road.
Oh.
Maybe it's not the right road then.
No, you are. You're in the right place, but you're not following it. You're almost outside of the valley. Left turn, left turn. You'll see the overbank coming up on the left. About 45 left, 90 degrees left of you. There you go. It's right. You stop turning. Overbank. You got it visual?
Yeah, I got it.
Okay, so into the overbank. Then hug the right wall. And then you're looking for a left turn just before the lake. Then follow the main road that's on that. Left turn now. Follow this road. So it's a left, right, a left, a right, and then I think that's it, then you're over. Let's go around it again. Now you've just flown it pretty much. Yes, you follow this right turn. You go into this left turn, but then you sort of overbank bank to the right. Oh, you've gone all the way somewhere.
Yeah.
Why'd you go so far left? There you go, yeah, come right, you'll see me. Yeah, you don't want to pass over the windmills. So turn left now, you're on the long stretch, you will be. Follow the river. Right, I'm not going to describe anything, I'm just going to tell you where to turn. Speed check.
495, 500.
Roger, how you doing for fuel?
38.
Yeah, Roger, 370. Yeah, so follow this left, you're still good. Let me know if you're unsure where you turn in next, then I'll tell you.
Okay.
Speed?
Speed's 510. Increasing.
Roger, yeah. I'm catching up slightly.
Throttle's still set 9 to 5.
Yeah, that's cool.
Left hand turn now.
Good. Do you get where we entered from or not?
Yeah.
Yeah, the road that's
Up the
90.
river, yeah.
Yeah, so left 90 degrees. Sort of follow the mountainside round that's on your left currently, and you'll see the overbank come up. Yeah,
Over back sighted.
yeah, that's better. Yeah, I think you were going further, like about 90 degrees to the right now is where you were heading before. That's good. Thing is, if you can learn to fly this without having to look at a map, it's a lot easier. You don't even have to look away from your screen.
Yeah. Left hand turn before the lake.
Yeah.
Left hand turn now.
Roger, following. Our lights are starting to show more now because it's starting to get dark. It's hard not to get focused on your aircraft and remember to fly my own. Yeah, right here, and then sort of straight over, mate. Straight over, to the right of the windmills, yeah. See where I am, on your right. Sort of just fly straight over there. See where I am? You got me?
Yeah. Fine.
Okay, cool, yeah. And then you you pull onto the long leg. You want to go around it again?
Andy.
You take the lead again. I'm going to drop to 90 throttle. We don't need 95. It's giving us too much speed. 90 set.
That is
Where?
set.
Just looking for yourself. Pass in. Where are you?
Got a
Yeah,
bit of pitch
yeah,
to the
near.
right.
Roger. Just so I can hear you. Oh, you're back there, yeah. Very visual. I'm snaking, just trying to lose a bit of airspeed so you can pass me on the inside. Have you visual behind in there?
Yeah, speed's 490 km.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, you should pass me then. Hopefully before, yeah, you'll pass me before the first turn, I think. Yeah, have you passing on the left?
Who's passing?
Roger. I'll pull into the turn slightly late. Oh no, you're good. Into the turn. There, perfect. That's perfect overtaking there. Took me on the inside. Lost you then. Oh, there you are. Sorry, you're a bit high, so you're in my, you know, like the canopy frame, the mirror.
Yeah.
You're covered by that for a second. What height are you flying these at? Radar?
I'm trying to stay around the 500s.
Oh, okay, cool. I think I just like flying it a bit lower. Just look at you, knowing your way around your little pro. Okay,
I'll forget by tomorrow.
yeah, cool. After the overbank, mate. Actually, no, not after the overbank. I'll tell you when. Let me figure it out. The overbank is there. Yeah, after the overbank, just follow the go over the lake. Follow the valley all the way to the sea, and then north of the coast.
Okay.
Throttle.
90.
Copy. Oh, you've got more on board than me, don't you?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be that much more. I'm at 460, closing gently. Yeah, pretty much follow this to the sea now. On your right.
Copy.
I do love the valleys. The valleys.
Had a good old valley, aye.
Do you want to go take fuel at Valley or what? How are you doing for
I'm
fuel?
at 3-2.
I mean, we're not fucking it up. We're not ragging it too much. So I reckon we won't take fuel at Valley. We'll do a couple of touch and go circuits. We'll see what active's there, and then we'll route via the North Wales coast, like sort of over to Liverpool area, and then around Wharton area, and then like just straight across down to Coningsby. Yeah.
Oh,
Should have enough fuel for that, to be honest. Not hit bingo 1 yet. Where are you going?
just getting valley up.
Oh, okay. Yeah, just follow the coast north, you'll find it. Just some coastal flying with you in the turn.
Copy.
So you don't have any problems when the server's empty, we know that.
Oh yeah.
So it might be a case of you just need to get on before everyone else, and we just choose whichever server's empty, I guess.
Yeah.
Don't really know any other option. If that's your guaranteed way of getting on, otherwise you struggle.
Certainly do.
Did you get? I take it you got warnings from that SAM site then?
Yes, I did.
Yeah, cool. I think it's more when you fucked around and removed loads and put more in. The more you put in, the easier it is to get desynced.
Yeah.
Same with drones and stuff. You get to a certain point where they just don't sync anymore.
This valley here.
Negative. This is. I'll have to have a look. Is this Canefron? No, it's Lambreda. Lambreda, I don't know how you pronounce it.
Yeah.
Valleys, probably about 20 or 30 miles to the north. In case I go straight over this bit of land here in front of us. Should be a main road we hit on this heading. Just follow that straight over and then back to coast flying. Then we'll pass Canefron on the coastline, and then we'll hit Holyhead and you'll do like a left turn to follow the coast, and then it's on that coastline. Look at that, you see that mast? Jesus. Mast at about 11 o'clock.
Oh yeah.
It's hot, that's fucking tall. It's on plan G as well as an air obstacle. So. Caravan park, whoop whoop. Pissing them off. Every car alarm going off right as we pass over.
Afterburners.
No.
Oh, poor bastards.
Should have a main road very shortly. There it is. You have it?
I have it.
Yeah, follow that. That'll take us across land. It's over to our left slightly, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. You just following it roughly.
Yeah.
Oh, I think this is it's a nice little valley to go through. Yeah. Take the scenic route. There we go. When at last we're out of range of that first SAM. Show off. Trees. That looked lower than it probably did for you. For me, because I was slightly higher than you, so all I can see is that you're getting close to the ground, but I've got no actual measure of how close because I wasn't behind you or next to you.
Oh, I never got lower than 600 radio.
Left turn, mate, 90 degrees. We're starting to actually just head inland. Yeah, look at the coast again. Yeah, follow this. Holyhead's the island in front of us. You see like the water separating it.
Yeah.
Where are you going?
No, just banking.
Oh, messing. Come left, follow this water line left. And then follow the main coastline to the right.
Whee.
It's alright, I was watching you. Two 804 knots. I make. We can use the main in either direction if you want. Just can do a run and brake straight from here. Runway. What'll it be? Runway 32.
Okay.
Yeah, come around to 320. Should be dead on, to be honest. Should get visual shortly. Yeah, I got visual on the runway lights.
That was it.
Well, pappies anyway. Thrust.
9-0.
Roger. I'm going to do a couple of touch and goes. We don't want to get too bad on fuel, I guess. But we are just heading straight back, but we're probably about 160 miles away. So maybe we will take fuel. See how we get on. Good for a few circuits anyway.
Bingo 1.
I'm approaching bingo 1.
I've just hit bingo 1. One's ready for brake.
Hey.
You going right or left? Left over the sea?
I was in the left turn, yes.
Yeah, roger. I've moved to the right side, ready for the brake.
Freeze, brake and left.
Roger. One on the brake. One 3 visual.
Okay.
One downwind touch and go.
Freeze downwind, touch and go.
Height you out. Ah, visual. Have you? One's gear down. Visual on one ahead.
Freeze, get down. Freeze turn and finals, touch and go. Runway 32.
You're doing a bit of a low circuit then, yeah. Just wait until I see you pass under me. There you go. One's turning in number 2. One's finals number 2, visual one ahead.
Freeze going missed.
Roger. You're getting a bit low.
Yeah, and a bit wide.
Yeah. It's a problem because you have to correct so much, you lose so much airspeed, but whilst you're losing it, you're also losing a lot of height around that turn. You've got to like, around that turn's like, got to be a powered turn. As soon as you put your gear down, you're using power to stay in the air. There's no more idle.
Freeze turning left downwinds.
One's wheels on, power on. One airborne gear.
Three is left downwind for 3-2, touch and go.
One turning downwind in the climb. One's downwind, touch and go, visual, one ahead.
Freeze turning finals to touch and go. Runway 32.
Yeah, you look at a much better height there. Oh, it's a real shame no one's joined us.
No, it's not, because I've had fun thinking that. Sodom.
I know. But I just, when I broadcast that I'm on, I assume people will jump to try and fly.
Freeze finals run with 3-2 touch and go. Yeah, I know.
I just feel like lately people have lost the enthusiasm for it, and it's coming up to summer, so it'll get even worse, because it always does in the summer. One turn in finals, visual one ahead.
Copy. Yep.
Oh, I don't know if I'm going to be able to go to the Airsoft Festival. Because
Yeah.
I'd rather go REACT than the Airsoft Festival. It might be a choice between the two.
Cool.
So, yeah.
Freeze rules on.
Because we're going to South Africa, it's an expensive holiday this year. It's two weeks, so we're paying the tickets and all that, and then we're having to take about £1,000 spending money as well. Staying with Kirsty's family, but still, it's gonna be eating out most nights.
That's fine, mate.
I would have loved to go again, but it's just after experiencing it last year, I'd rather go REACT if it's a choice than do that.
Fair enough.
Enjoyed it last year. It's just we didn't find our feet early enough. I don't think. Second day we loved it, didn't we?
Oh yeah, of course.
First day was
Well,
a
day and a half. It was just that first
yeah.
half day. We both
That
got our
first-
heavy guns.
yeah.
Obviously, we didn't know what we were doing. Where we
yeah,
were
it was a
going,
right. It was a right
following
learning curve
everyone.
because you have to try and get into the way the games are designed to work. I sort of got it. Yeah, we got it after about half the day,
sneaky
didn't
bit
we?
worked. I think what we should do is that if we do it next time, we stick to our little group of it. It's just me and you. Or if some of a couple of others join us, make sure we
Stick to our group and go section attack places.
Yeah.
And actually go for the objectives where the fighting's going to be.
But do it sneakily.
Yeah.
Because when we did that sneaky bit, it worked really well because we could hear everyone fucking talking. And
Oh yeah.
Guarantee more often than not we're gonna.
Well, we flanked the enemy. We went all the way around the enemy, came in at them from the what they assumed was their safe side.
Exactly.
Razor 1 downwind, full stop for fuel.
Copy. Freeze left downwind to then 1 with 3-2.
I don't want to be too heavy landing at Coningsby, so I'm gonna refuel, but then I'm gonna I'm gonna remove the externals, refuel, then add them again so they're empty.
Fair enough. So you're just gonna take internal fuel?
Yeah, just internal fuel because there's no need to get back to Coningsby. We'll end up getting back to Coningsby and not be light for landing. I mean, we're not exactly light now.
Freeze turning finals to land 3-2.
Roger. 1 turning behind. Join him for the formation landing.
Copy. Freeze
Speed.
takes the left side. Speed's 180.
What side you taking?
Left side.
Roger. Nice little landing into the sunset.
Bingo 2. Bingo 2.
Bit of a balloon there. There you go, wheels on.
Wheels on, brakes on.
Okay.
80 brakes off. Do you want to vacate, right?
Yeah, right here onto the pan to our right to get fuel.
Brakes back on. Brakes off.
Right. Oh, you missed it. Oh, I meant vacate onto the runway. The
No better.
Oh, sorry. Intersecting runway. You can go where you're going anyway. If you vacate... Oh, no, you went past it. Was that
No,
not a
that's not
taxiway?
taxiway.
Oh, okay. That's a fire truck or something. We'll shut down, take the fuel, and then head home. Well, head home via the north coast, and see if we get Sam warning again.
Oh, the engine's enough with fuel, and I'm going to quickly go grab a drink as well.
Okay.
I was watching a funny clip early on YouTube, where there's like an exercise going on in Germany, and an F4E pilot was like going. All of a sudden, it was like, "Uh-oh," and he's like, Rio was going like, "Yeah, what's up, man? You just pissed yourself?" And the guy goes back, he's like, "No worse, man. I've shat myself." He's like, "It's really uncomfortable, man." And it was like, eventually he had to like abort the mission and return to base. And he's like, "I'm sorry, guys. I've ruined the whole fucking suit and the seat and everything like that." Oopsie daisy.
Oops. Why did he shit himself?
I don't know. He said he had a bad stomach and everything like that, and obviously I'm guessing it was just because he just had to let it go. No pun intended, sorry.
Shut down.
Copy.
Open the canopy from there.
Cool, I'm just gonna grab a reading. Cool, be right back.
Cool.
I'm back.
Copied.
Just gonna do the fuel.
Just make sure, obviously, it might add the weapons back. If you've got your canopy open, remember, if you do the repair refuel, it will close your
I do
canopy.
the add fuel.
Okay, cool.
But, sort
Yeah.
of refuel-ish.
Just get rid of the stores that you've already fired. Ready one, start. Ready one, closing canopy. Ready one, start complete.
Where's the free starting engine?
Oh, naughty, naughty, no beacon light before start.
No strobe lights don't go on until you enter the runway. Strobe lights are not beacon lights.
Where's the beacon? There's a beacon underneath it, isn't there?
No.
Yeah, I see the bloody red flash.
Stand by.
See a red flash on mine. It is... Can't spot where it is. I don't know if it's the one that's under the front. I'm not sure. Anyway, strobe lights can come on as soon as you're out the parking.
Not in
Wind
civil.
tanks empty.
Oh, we're not
Wind
civil, are
tanks
we?
empty.
Well, Razor 1 taxi. Oh, by the way, you haven't... oh no, you haven't fired a harm yet, have you? Not on about.
Nope. Please follow Razor 1.
Standard takeoff, rotate 140 at this weight,
Copy.
and we'll route via the north coast. Just keep an eye on your VAS, I'm down to 800. What about you? Or do you not log it? Do you not watch it?
So sorry mate, I was doing the little days there. We'll say again.
What VAS are you down to?
I'm still at 1.2.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I'm at 800. take left. Raise one's position and hold.
Copy. Raise your frequency, there's 30 seconds.
Right.
Please into position, stand by. Freeze ready.
Roger. Brakes off. Power set. Now. Set.
Reset.
120. 140 rotate. 15 hold. Gear.
Disable, yeah.
Switching VV. Gentle climb out. Power coming back 90. Set.
Set.
And right hand turn out to avoid the harbour. Smooth. Self-protect mode selected. See the big cruise ship in the harbour?
Yep.
It's cool. Or it's a ferry maybe, I don't know.
It's more like a cruise liner.
Yeah. Caravan park, this will be pissing them off as well. As we go over the top. And right turn. Level over the in between the wind farm. Just give Bangor a flyover. Slightly right. And bring it down. You got a little wind farm.
Yep, I have.
I'd say little, it's quite big actually. On the ground, that's a few miles long. About 20 minutes to land.
Copy.
That's including a couple of minutes faffing around Sam site.
Big check, Matt.
475.
Copy.
Oh, there's all your lights just come on.
Yeah.
Below us, yeah, just must be the time hitting it. Threat detected. Clear to launch, clear to launch.
3
Launch.
has no
Yeah.
protection.
You have nothing?
Negative.
Alright, stand by, I'm going to launch it. 1 away, turning left.
Oops, now we're getting one.
Yeah, go for it, launch.
1 away.
Roger.
3's going defensive.
1's going in for secondary attack. Whilst looking for splash. Splash.
Copy.
1's inbound secondary. Well, that's killed quite a bit of it.
Yeah, because I was a little bit behind you.
Yeah, yours has just hit. That's fine though. It's just as you come over the hill, I think. It got radar visual on us because it's not actually that far away.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, see, it
Designated.
really has destroyed me.
That's quite close, to be honest. Because it must have just, because we were low, we were terrain masking until we got round that corner. And that's when it picked us up. 1's turning under. Inbound hot.
3 copy. 3's outbound, heading 135.
Roger.
Three's coming inbounds.
One away. Safe. A bit of a rushed release that, so might have missed. Oh no, dead on splash. You going for it as well?
Yeah.
Cool.
One away.
Roger. I'm gonna have a look at this oil rig. No, it's out there. I'm still set at 9-0. Sploosh.
No, my man rides. Well,
Mine
a far side.
Okay. What? Further than your designation, or is it your designation?
No, further than my designation.
Oh, weird. Definitely a GBU-31, yeah?
Yep.
Strange. Just did an overflight of this oil rig. You got me visual?
How do you visual, mate?
Okay, we're turning direct Coningsby now. Throttle set 9.5. We're going for Climb to 20,000. Direct climbing thing.
Copy.
Power set climbing. Light as fuck now. Self-protect's a really quick way, isn't it though, of
Oh yeah,
getting a SAM gone if it's a danger to you.
exactly.
So if you're not specifically heading out but you know there is SAMs in the area, it's worth carrying 2 harms.
So I'm sure we'll be doing a lot of the Libya campaign.
Yeah, there is SAMs as well on the Libya campaign.
I might give it a little test out on Sunday just to see what it's like.
Okay.
Offline, of course.
Yeah, because we ain't got a frame there, so you struggle to do it online.
Exactly.
Coningsby 110 at 6 knots, so it'll be runway 7 for landing.
Roger.
Bloody long taxi.
First we use our chutes.
Even then, we can backtrack, I suppose, as long as it's safe to backtrack.
Autopilot.
You getting picked up?
Negative. Is it a threat or is it what? What do you
Oh,
want?
I've got a land-based threat on the gas.
Oh, no, I'm not getting one. Mine disappeared. React if you need to, but I'm not getting one.
Autopilot. Autopilot. Altitude mode dropout. Altitude mode dropout.
Are you on autopilot?
Yeah, I'm now. Reducing power back to 9.5. It increases as you climb. Forgot about that. Or as your speed gets higher, I guess. Reducing back to 9.3.
Sure.
Set. And we're at 5.200. Going right over Liverpool, aren't we? This is Liverpool, I'm seeing this city. Where's the airfield? Let's have a look, it's right under us.
Yeah.
Lost too many newbies recently.
Yeah. All
It's just,
started to look promising there for a bit,
yeah,
didn't it?
well, they were talking and all sorts. They were replying, and then, well, Graham stopped replying for a start. What's his name? Jimmy was a no-go. And then, who else was there?
Are you breaking the sound barrier?
Negative.
What's your mark?
0.96.
I'm doing 0.99, but I don't seem to be catching them.
I got 432 indicated.
I've
Ground
got
speed
441 indicated. Ground speed is 616 knots.
mine's 604. What height are you at?
20,000, just slightly behind you.
Don't know. I can't tell you that. Stand by. I'll reduce power. Power set to 90 now. I'll leave it at 90 for you.
Ah. That's what I thought. So.
Are you happy to take a tailwind landing?
Yeah.
It's about a 5 knot tailwind.
Fair enough.
We'll do that then. We'll go for 2.5. I can't be asked for a long taxi.
No, that's bullshit.
What?
I was getting a really nice close formation with you there, and I was just about to call you over, and my computer just froze for a split second. Obviously, you jumped forwards.
Oops.
Oh, that's bullshit. Try again.
Don't believe you.
So I'm recording it anyway, so I could.
Still don't believe you.
Cut right under that.
Sexy. I like it.
Taking it long enough.
Ready to start our descent.
Ready when you are.
Altitude mode dropout.
Left
Altitude
rollover.
mode dropout.
Down we go.
Oh, that looks so sexy on my screen.
20 degrees. Right rollover.
Transonic. Transonic.
Power idle.
Oh, that initial roll looks so sexy because I followed you all the way around and
Oh nice.
watching you with the track higher.
Nice. Was it slow enough as well that it didn't jog?
Yeah, exactly.
Ah,
And I matched you as well on
cool.
the
You
time.
got this gap in the clouds on our nose.
Hey fam.
That's what I'm going for. Power set 80. Visual airfield.
Visual.
Gonna level out heading 080 for the 070 for a right turn onto runner brake 25.
Copy.
Power 85. Set.
So,
Bit bumpy. Round the back of the forest, follow the forest line to the runway AFM.
copy.
Started to turn to join the outside line of the forest. Maintaining 85 power. Coming down to 500 radar. Visual runway 11 out. Right turn descending to 500 radar. Level.
Freeze ready.
Razor 1, brake, brake, brake.
Where's the free? Break, break, break.
Razor 1's downwind to land.
Razor freeze. Right down, left downwind to land. Runway 25, number 2. Visual number 1.
Razor 1 turn of finals. Razor 1 short finals.
Free copies, free visual. Freeze turning finals to land. Runway 25, number 2.
Taking left.
Who's taking right?
One's wheels on. Chute deployed. Spoiler out. Spoiler him. And you know, once you've deployed your chute, you should keep it deployed until you've parked up, yeah? Well, there is... in a... if you weren't following me, I could drop it as I entered the parking to be collected. But since you're following me, remain chute deployed until parked. Vacating right. You just touched down.
Yep.
Oh,
Easy for them. Brakes on. And freeze vacates.
Roger. Nice little flight.
Yeah, it was. Thank you.
And that puts you over minimums. Yay.
Do you know, I thought you was going to say that. That's why I was going to get that flight in, because I was going to say he's got no excuses now.
I'll still bug people though. Minimums is just that. Minimum.
Well, you can't say I haven't been trying to
No,
get
I
on
know.
the fly.
I know. You just been getting frustrated, yeah.
Yes.
But now we know, just try and get you on before anyone else.
Which means Alan's not allowed on the server at all until I get on.
And Razor 1 shoot released, power and down.
Copy. Reason the block shut down.
Thank you very much.
My pleasure, thank you.
That was quite enjoyable. Liked it.